No sound? Okay. I'm turning it off. Turn it on. It's so weird. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Okay, how about now? Testing. Sound is on. All right, great. Okay, guys, I'm at my little warm-up location, so we're going to warm up here, and who knows, maybe have a conversation or two here. But I like to kind of get oriented first, say hi to everybody, and then we'll walk into the fray over there. And there's a lot of people over there today. Gonna switch it up a little bit with some of the questions. I like what Chip's been doing. Hi, guys. Guys, want to try a few questions for YouTube? You want to try a few questions on YouTube Live? Have a great day, guys. Yeah, so I've been liking Chip's style in the last few lives where he just says, I'm an animal rights activist. Do you think animals deserve rights? I might start with something like that today and then go on into the definition of veganism, and, you know, we'll kind of troubleshoot from there. But I think that's actually a really good start. I've liked that. Right to the point. And yeah, we love Chip, man. Oh no. Someone said, I love my steak. Hey, Drac, how's it going? Tessa, how you doing? Yeah, you guys noticed I switched it up a little bit as far as the time horizon. I was going to do 6:30 tonight, but turns out it's going to be better. I'll be able to do it today if I do it now. So, hi there, how are you? You want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? You want to try a few questions for YouTube? Oh, heard, sorry. Have a great day. She's working. Just got to get warmed up a little bit, get into that gregarious, communicative, talking to people mode. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay. It's a nice day out here in Annapolis. Beautiful day even. Restaurant across the way. There's, oh, look at these ducks. We even got some ducks here today, just hanging. Like literally, they're usually down by the water. Let's see if you can see these guys. Just chilling, just straight, just full stop. Oh man. That's funny. But now is when it really starts getting busy out here. This is when, like this time last summer is when, you know, all the people start coming out. This is a big dockside town. We got through a pretty fierce winter here. Breakfast sausage, says Knox. It's great, buddy. Knox, just think about the victim on the other end of that experience of yours. Somebody that was helpless and young, had a whole lifetime horizon ahead of them, and they were killed for your yum-yums. Right? Oh, got a boat leaving here. It's kind of cool. We got a lot of big boats. Hi there, how are you? Got a lot of big boats that show up in the season. Take people on little rides and stuff like that. Linda, I'm just being funny with the titles. I'm just trying to have fun with the titles. Yeah, don't worry about that. What's going on, buddy? I'm going to try a few questions for YouTube, just test your values out. Okay, have a great day. Yeah, exactly. Not too many people here, but that's okay. We're going to move in about a few minutes. What's going on, guys? Yeah, the titles I just try to have some fun with. Don't read into them too much. Yeah, I like a little weird in my titles. But nice to see everybody. T Knox says, "Don't be foolish." T Knox, be vegan, buddy. Take the animals out of the equation, man. Stop voting for systems of violence, showing that you support violence to everyone around you. Be an example. Don't be a bully. Eat beans, not beings. Yes, yes. I love that. Hi guys. How you doing, everybody? What's going on? Eat beet. I think Haas was here last week. He said, "Eat." What did he say? Eat oats, not goats. Eat beans, not beings. Yes, T Knox, you're a bully, not just by like you got to think about the whole system, not just the end result. You're eating of the quote unquote meat. You have to think about what you voted for, what you said I believe in. You paid somebody at a cash register. You effectively cast a ballot for violence, and you said I want this helpless little youngling to die because of my arbitrary taste and nutrition. And that's what you said with your dollar. So that is the definition of bullying. Might is right. But not everybody thinks about that. Oh, God, here we go. We're not even talking about that. Transhuman. That's not where we're at right now, buddy. Lewis says there's no biological requirement in the human body for animal flesh, since there's no essential nutrient for humans that only can be obtained by consuming the flesh of animals. Exactly. And what does that leave us with, everybody? Stark implications. So why are we doing this to these helpless beings? What's going on, buddy? Why do this to these young, helpless beings that want nothing more than just to live their lives, experience life on this beautiful earth? Anybody just getting here, we're just tasking the public with a few questions today. Hi, guys. We're going to move now because there's nobody here. So follow me to the, we're going to go to the area with people. Anybody have any good vegan breakfasts today? I had 2 pieces of Ezekiel bread. I had an apple and a bunch of strawberries. How about you guys? And don't tell me sausage, please. Yum yum steak sausage. When are you trolls gonna uptick your game? Because that's not game. That's you're being a meat zombie. All right, there goes my car. Oh wait, I shouldn't show that. Shouldn't show that. We got 2 hours in the thing today, so we'll be able to stay out and make this worth it. You know, we got 2 hours for the animals, you know? So we got to make it count. And if we got to use a little clickbait, you know, tell people, you know, this, that, just to try to get them to come over, and that's what we got to do, because that's all the time the animals are getting today, at least for me. And we got to make that worth it. I think that's a good way to think about it when you're doing outreach. Don't waste any time. Try to think about it holistically, as far as how valuable that time is, because it's not like you can just go out, you know, whenever you want and just start yelling at people. That's not, it's just not going to work. But having something effective and doing some kind of outreach on your own or with other people, something structured, you know, really asks that you make all those minutes count. So welcome, guys. Welcome anybody new here. So we got a few people in the room. We're just going to be out here asking people on their lunch breaks why they're not vegan yet. Might only be able to make it out once this week. Last week I did 4 times. This week we got today. And I'll tell you, I was not feeling it initially. So hopefully I can get my energy levels up a little bit. Let's see if we can plant right here. All right, hi guys, welcome to the stream. I also need to position my camera to where I can get both me and subject. It's far away enough. All right. Josh says, how long have you had this mental illness? Hi there. Well, if you consider standing up for those weaker than you a mental illness, I guess 12 years. I've been vegan for 12 years. Josh, challenge you to think about your own belief systems, dude, because it looks like they're upside down to me. What's going on, dude? You want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test out your values? All right, have a good day. All right. Okay, welcome everybody. If you're just getting here, like, subscribe to the channel. I have committed to coming out here at least once a week for the animals. And believe it or not, being vegan is not just for the animals, it's for the humans and the plants as well. If anybody, it's mainly for the animals. What's going on, buddy? I'm gonna try a few questions for YouTube. All right. But the animals are number one, but humans and plants are a part of it too. So anytime someone is arguing, oh, but human lives, oh, but plant lives, they're actually inadvertently also arguing for veganism too, because it encompasses all of those things. It optimizes the life of all of those things. It's not about perfection, it's the simple doing of one's best. He eats my food's food. That's awesome, Jason. That's awesome, buddy. That's right. Everybody thanks, Lewis. There you go. Trump 2028, eat local beef. Oh, God. Terrible example. Terrible example. What's up, buddy? Anyway. I don't think eating beef has anything to do with either of those things. Yeah, because it's been, how you doing? How are you guys? You guys want to try an interview for YouTube? Sure. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Okay, so my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. I just asked 3 questions. The first one is, do you think animals deserve rights?
Yep.
Okay, like to what end? Would you say bodily autonomy would be one?
Bodily autonomy. I don't even think I know what that is.
Like the right to your own body. Like
yes, of
basically
course.
They should have a stewardship or a right to what happens to their bodies, I guess.
Yeah, they're a living being.
Yeah, right? Like eyes to see, a nose to breathe,
Yeah.
Pain sensors and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
What do you think? And I'm kind of like switching it up a little bit today. What is your definition of veganism? From what you've heard, I guess.
That you don't eat anything that is the labor of another sentient being.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I nailed the sentient. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely integral, and the labor part, I think, encompasses much more than the food. What I like to kind of intercept and just amplify on is that the food really doesn't have anything to do with it. Oh, she's leaving. It's more so, it's just a vote at the ballot box with the cash register with your effective ballot, the dollar.
Totally agree.
Right, for the systems that you want to see propagated in the world. And underneath everything we pay for, there is a system, right?
Absolutely.
So I guess I would follow up with, are you yourself against animal abuse?
Oh, of course.
Like right off the bat, right? You don't have to
100%.
think about
Yeah,
that.
100%.
Right. And then the next one is, I guess it's just this one. Why aren't you vegan yet? Because that is, you're already a vegan at heart, and you believe in it full fledged. But when we're paying for these systems, it's kind of the antithesis of our values. Um,
I agree.
what do you
I
think
have
about
a
that?
hard time. I have a really hard time being a vegan every day of my life.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times I am a vegan,
Yeah.
and a lot of times I do make vegan choices, but I have a hard time every single day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also hate the generation of plastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Not a
whatever
fan.
I eat, if it's plastic, that's another thing. So many, like cheese. Take feta cheese for
Mm-hmm.
example. I live across the street from a Whole Foods,
Okay.
and I get my feta cheese, and it's in this big plastic container.
Yep.
And even it's even difficult to be vegan with the generation of plastic. It's like you can't.
Oh, as far
It's
as like,
enough to do a good thing for an animal.
yeah, yeah, yeah. As far as like the plastic, like, so
Yeah.
kind of the some different like peripheral happenings that trickle down from the purchase.
Yes. Yes.
I see. I
Exactly.
thought you were going with how the plastic permeates the cheese, like on like a material
No,
level.
just the
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you're trying to do, and if you try to do the right thing and not eat cheese at all, then you at least you eliminate the purchase of the plot. You vote.
The direct, you're absolving yourself from the direct vote for the direct exploitation. Exactly.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all veganism is that exactly what that is. A lot of people say, oh, what about what about the labor of the kids, or what about the insects that are peripherally killed, or what about the rabbits and the moles and the foxes? What about the plant lives? All these things are literally arguments for veganism. They just back veganism up even more because all of them hail from non-veganism. When we're seeing these beings as objects in numbers instead of sovereign beings that deserve the right to their own bodily autonomy, then all this kind of care goes out the window. And when we directly pay for direct systems of exploitation, we're just shoring this up even more. All those peripheral happenings, like the moles and the insects, and if the plant lives, because I mean, it takes 8 times more plants to create 1 unit of protein via the cow's conversion ratio. But you mentioned that it's hard to do it every day. Um, I guess I would posture like if your why is strong enough, you could probably do it every day, right?
Probably.
Like if you really,
Yeah.
like if you felt that in your bones,
What
like strong
drives
enough.
me nuts are the people who are inconvenienced by my choice. My
Mhm.
mother, who's
Oh,
barely
yeah.
cooking anymore, right?
Yeah.
And then trying to be, if she makes me dinner, she,
Yeah.
Casey can't eat this, Casey can't eat that, whatever. So
Yeah, I
it
get
gets a
that.
little difficult. And so, but I do try. I was a vegan for 2 years and
Yeah.
never felt better.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Um,
Like health wise, like you can agree there's nothing nutritionally you need on a non-vegan diet, right?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I love
agree.
that. I love that you postured that way too, because so
Yes.
many people they're just not in the know with that. Like they think there's some kind of unicorn that you need on a vegan diet, and you don't.
No.
You don't need anything. I mean, I've been vegan 12 years. My daughter's vegan.
That's great.
So I mean, I guess moving forward, and I give you a card, but I don't have any on me today. I actually I exhausted all of them, but my channel name is Vegan Sign Guy, and you can look it up.
I would love to.
I have a bunch of different interviews with just like this with wonderful people like yourselves, where we try to dissemble and de-architect the argument together.
Yeah.
Because we can all agree that, I mean, I think we can all agree we're all in this together. We're all interconnected, and we should be working on this together. Because what
I
it
agree 100%.
what it comes down to is nothing. It's all against the argument, and the argument is by these control narratives that have told us 400 generations ago that we need to eat meat to be healthy, and it was all a lie. And their whole goal is to keep us fundamentally separate and to also keep us eating meat so they can keep making their money. And I think a beautiful thing me and you can do nowadays is we can say with our actions, nope, I'm not going to be controlled by you, and you can go whatever yourself.
Right.
And that's what it is, essentially.
And I absolutely control with my dollar.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely,
what it is.
100%
That's our
control
actions.
with my dollar. Where
Yeah.
I buy, how I buy. I am definitely a vegetarian,
Yeah.
and I've slowly eliminated the only fish that I'm really eating. I hate it. Sorry, is salmon.
Yeah. Well, check it out. If you go to my channel, I have an interview with a guy named Jonathan Balcombe. He wrote a book called What a Fish Knows, and they go into the
Oh God.
incredible like cerebral happenings and familial dynamics of fish.
I mean, they
Uh,
play. They actually play.
yeah,
Fish
yeah.
play.
They literally play.
Our Earth is at a tipping point right now, and
Yeah.
it's critical. And I'm reading a book right now by a gentleman named Richard Powers, who won a Pulitzer Prize for the novel The Overstory.
Oh,
And he
interesting.
wrote recently, I think it recently came out, is a book called Playground.
Okay.
And the entire book is a novel, it's fiction, but based on the fact that the we're done with the ocean.
Yeah.
The ocean is the next thing, and we've already started with that. And the Earth
Yeah.
is at a tipping point.
It's incredible.
And it's really, really great. And
What's
I
the
will
name of that book
definitely-
again?
It's called Playground.
Playground,
And the one
okay.
he won the Pulitzer Prize was about tree. So Playground is about the ocean.
Yeah.
And the Overstory, which he won the Pulitzer Prize for, is about trees. I'm sorry.
I'll try to remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, trees are also beautiful organisms too, and we're
That's right.
destroying everything,
That's right.
all for the
Destroying
sense of all in the spirit of capitalism, which goes back to that 400 generations ago.
Totally.
Right.
And the lobby, the meat lobby. and
The meat
dairy
lobby
lobby and
is
all
it's a
that.
disease.
So what is your? It's what?
So it's vegan sign guy. That's all it
Vegan
is.
sign
Just
guy.
try to remember vegan sign guy.
Well,
Those
easy
three
breezy.
things.
Yeah.
And then real
Yeah.
quick on dairy. I mean, and I'll just distill it. Do you know how dairy works? Like when we vote for dairy, as far as like the whole process. Basically,
I'm pretty sure I do, but I don't know.
a female, and it's all against the feminine, right? Like
Yeah.
a female has to have her bodily autonomy taken away.
Yeah.
The farmer will stick their hand in their private parts,
Yep.
and he'll do it
Yep.
about 4 or 5 times during their life, just to
Yep.
generate a baby, which they're going to directly take away right off the bat,
Right.
and then
Horrible.
monetize the milk for our bodies, where this is not
We don't
supposed to
need
be in our bodies.
Right.
So I guess I'll just leave you with that. What was your name?
Casey.
Casey, I'm Jimmy. It's been a
Jimmy,
pleasure talking to you.
Pleased to meet you. Yeah,
That's
for
what I'm trying to
sure.
get these conversations
Yeah.
going, not in the spirit of anything adversarial, but in the
Yeah.
spirit of working together
Yeah.
against the deceivers. These guys upstairs that they're benefiting and laughing at all the profits they're making, while
That's right.
we're still continuing arguing for something that we don't even believe in our hearts.
Right.
You
I
know.
agree 100%. Good luck to you. I'm
Thank you so much for.
so glad that you're doing this.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's
But
wonderful.
I really
Of
appreciate you
service.
guys. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just out here and, just having conversations. And thank you for joining us so we
Yeah.
can look like we're doing something out here and get more people interested.
Absolutely.
You know?
Good for you.
Well, Casey, have a
Thank
great
you
rest of
so
your day.
much.
You and your
too.
mom. Take care. Was I on the camera there? Was I on the camera? I don't even know. Okay. So, anyway, what's going on, dude? You want to try a few questions for YouTube Live?
No.
You don't? Okay.
Question for you though.
Yeah, please.
What's your favorite cookbook?
Cookbook, I like, let's see, my favorite cookbook is Plant-Based Plates by a guy named James Vaughn. That's my favorite cookbook. Yeah, how about you?
I don't know. I'm trying to be more vegetarian.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha.
And
This is
so-
more so in the spirit of ethics rather than food. But
you got to eat something.
you got to eat something. But
And-
we're just out here telling people there's no need to exact violence. That's it. That's what we do when we're not vegan.
What the book you said one more time?
Plant-based plates, and there's a few other ones. Plant-based plates is by a friend and colleague of mine named James Vaughn. But there's so many others out there. Like the best foods in the world are really vegan. You just season, you sauce, you texture. You don't need a dead being's flesh.
It's a different style.
You know?
It's a learning approach.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
If you want to make a commitment to be vegetarian or vegan, then
yeah.
right.
It's a choice, right? Like we have a.
Eating broccoli all
Yeah,
day.
we have a choice to be vegan, a choice not to be vegan, and then the animals, we take away all their autonomy and all their choices when we're not vegan. So I guess I'll just leave you with that. I mean, it's an ethical choice. If you want to check out my channel, I have like different cook type stuff on there. There's a few different food resources, but
What's your channel?
Vegan Sign Guy is the name of it. But mostly it's dynamics like conversations where we just try to reach people's hearts. That's it.
Appreciate it, man.
Have a great one, man. Take care. He was already on the way. He kind of came up with a quick question, didn't really want to stay for the ethics. So anyway, if anybody's just getting here, please like and subscribe. We're just asking the public why they're not vegan yet today, when their values, their morals agree with it. So it's a very kind of interesting thing. And I apologize, guys. I know you can probably tell my energy levels are just not bumped yet. I should have grabbed a coffee on the way here. I've just been really, really tired recently. Um, so I kind of relaxed the last few days. But I'm glad to be here, glad to be out. You'll get my commitment, and the animals will get my commitment of at least once a week out here speaking up for the voiceless, at least once a week. I know I mentioned I'd be going to a outside of a famous steakhouse this week, as per our poll last week, but it just became really formidable to do. So we'll probably hit that later this summer and some other locations later this summer. We went to DC last week. Uh, we'll be going to DC again. How's it going, sir? But yeah, my good friend, who I'm going to have interviewed soon for the third episode of Turning Points, he wrote a book called Plant-Based Plates, and he does everything with seasoning, saucing, and texturing. And I'm going to have him on an interview where we talk about taste, because I guess I kind of architected the Turning Points series to address barriers to veganism. I know we had Will on for freedom, we had Jonathan on for fish don't feel pain, and we're going to have James on for taste, and that's going to be soon. Anyway, let's see. I'm not vegan because bacon. Wow, it's not a very intelligent reason to not be vegan, man. Uh, when do you start an OnlyFans? Not. That's okay. Do you believe in pest control to grow food? I don't know if you heard the conversation that I had with that lovely lady. What's going on, buddy? You want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test your values a little bit? Have a good day, sir. Um, so the last lady I was talking to, we kind of talked about the peripheral happenings, insecticides, all the little stuff that a lot of disingenuous non-vegan arguments will bring up. So basically, all these peripheral happenings, all these things that non-vegans bring up in the spirit of like being disingenuous, it's all an argument for veganism. All of it. All of it hails from the direct voting for the direct exploitation of other beings. The idea that we are seeing beings as objects, it all hails from that. It all hails from that. Energy conversion ratio of a cow is 8-to-1. Just think about it. It takes 8 times, you actually kill 8 times more plants if you're not vegan. Just think about it. Think about all the consequences. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? You guys want to, okay, we might have these guys. How about you guys? You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live. Just test your values a little bit. It's up to you. We're going to have some guys here. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Who's got the guts? All right, have a good day. Anyway, hi, guys. I need to be able to get... I don't think I was on camera with that last lady. I thought that was a nice conversation. She knows it in her bones. She knew it in her heart, and maybe just needed a little solidifying. Oh my God! I thought I saw you earlier. How are you? Nice to see you. How's it going? So you know what I'm doing out here.
I do. You come up on my TikTok.
Yeah. Right on. How's the don't you have a little one coming or something? Or already came or coming?
Yeah, coming.
Coming. Oh my gosh! Congratulations. Later on, I'll send you a picture of Alex. I'll show you how big she is. Nice seeing you guys. Take care. Friend of mine. So yeah, I have a daughter, guys. She's almost 7 years old. She's been vegan since birth. Hi, guys. You want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Just test out your values a little bit? Okay. Good day, guys. That's all it is. It's really simple exercise. But yeah, my daughter's been vegan since birth. She's 7. She doesn't need any vitamins or supplements. None of that bullshit. She thrives. She's, in better shape than most of her peers. She runs. I mean, she needs nothing. We've all been had by that core deception that has been handed down and trickled down from animal agriculture 400 generations ago, where we need meat to be healthy. It's all BS, and we don't have to listen to it anymore, guys. She doesn't look very healthy. Have you even seen my daughter? Hi, guys. Anybody want to try a few quick questions for YouTube? Test your values? Hi guys, how's it going? Hi, nice to see you. I recognize you. Did you check out my channel?
I did.
Oh, right
Yeah,
on, right on.
the one that you posted. That was awesome.
Yeah, the live. I don't think I made a video with us, but you're in one of the lives
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Did you think about it at all?
I did. I'm still as conscious
Yeah.
as I can be, but
Yeah.
I do eat cheese here and there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But just, think about, look up dairy again.
That's right. The constant reminder.
Right? Yeah, check out dairy again. It's one of those things. But there's so many beautiful vegan cheeses out there. I just had a Vio Life today. Vio Life makes like an amazing cheese, and it's spot on. And then, you can find them. They taste just the same. They're just not as ubiquitous as their animal counterparts.
Yeah.
I'll let you go. You're on your way somewhere. Nice to see you.
Right at the coffee shop. If you
Oh,
want
heck
to
yeah.
drink coffee.
I might be coming to get one afterwards. Who
We're right in
knows?
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing. I was just telling my group that I need to wake up today, so
There you
that
go.
might be the ticket. Nice to see you. Take care. All right, we're out in public. We're asking everybody why they're not vegan yet. That girl was really sweet. We talked to her, I think, last week or the week before. And yeah, it's kind of cool to see the same people back and forth. And you make friends with everybody. What's up, buddy? You want to be on YouTube Live? Try a few questions? Just test your values. That's all it is. Have a good day, man. That was a that was a hard no from that guy. What other kind of clickbait could I float into the air? I mean, people get curious when I've had a lot of people turn around and come to talk after I've dropped that "let's test your values" thing. A lot of people kind of gravitate at that and come back because people are proud of their values. They're proud of their morals. They're proud of who they are, and animal agriculture has wounded us since birth to the point to where we don't even see what we're doing is wrong. For 30 years, I did not see what I was doing was wrong at all. Zero. And I'm the same person, essentially. Hi there, how are you? Pretty good. I'm the same person, essentially, besides from what, my chronological years and experience have imbued upon me. But I didn't know any better because I was tricked and I was deceived by animal agriculture and the lies and the herding culture and their lies that told us that we need meat to be healthy. We need cheese to be healthy. We need dairy. We need honey to be healthy. All this is complete and utter bull. You shouldn't even say that. That's disrespectful. See how our language just by design is just disrespectful to animals? Just thinking about that right now. It's bull crap. You know what? I'm going to find a different word to exact that sentiment. We'll just say it's trash for now. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube?
No, thank you.
All right, have a great day, guys. But there's nothing nutritional you need from a non-vegan diet. I mean, from a non-vegan diet. You can get everything from a plant-based diet, guys. Don't believe the lies. Hi, guys. Do not believe the lies. I thought that first conversation was quite nice, actually. I thought it was quite nice. You guys want to be on YouTube Live? Test your values out a little bit? Really simple. All right, have a great day, guys. People smile, but they don't understand the gravity of it. Let's see about right here.
It's going good.
Hey, what's up, buddy? All right, lunch break. Everyone's coming out. Maybe we'll get some more people now. That was kind of cool, though. That guy came up and asked me what my favorite cookbook was, and I told him my channel name. We can at least share our channel name. What's going on, guys? You want to try a few quick questions for YouTube? Just test your values a little bit? All right, have a good day, guys.
I'm a carnivore. So
Oh, you don't have to be, though. Nothing nutritional you need. And she closed her ears. Closed her ears at that one. Everybody wants to close their ears. I was talking to somebody the other day about dairy and how it happens. and they close their ears. I mean, shouldn't it be a bellwether if we're closing our ears when just simply recepting sound bites of information? Shouldn't that be a bellwether? For God's sakes, we're doing it wrong, guys. We're doing it wrong. Okay, thank you for that. It's like the predatory behavior to point a camera at a stranger. No, we're just live, and we ask people before they are, hi guys, before they're engaged in a conversation, if they're okay being on YouTube Live. Hi guys, how's it going? Just testing some values today. Hi guys. Guys, want to try a few questions for YouTube?
No, thank
All right, have a good day, guys. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Pretty good, pretty good. You blend pigs and plants together. Plant bacon? Sounds terrible. Oh, hey, Nana Blue, how you doing? You're still tricked, says James. Fellow James in the house. We are all tricked by animal agriculture and the monetary agenda, guys. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Let's go vegan 2025, right? Nothing we need from a non-vegan diet. Maybe I'll start doing that. Because there's absolutely nothing we need from a non-vegan diet. Let's start floating some information into the air. Get people to think. Absolutely nothing we need from a non-vegan diet. All the stuff you read online, even if you ask ChatGPT, it's gonna lie to you. It's going to lie to you. ChatGPT is not an ethical bellwether. I'm starting to get sick of the vegans that keep referencing ChatGPT as our savior. It's not our savior at all. Why are we worshiping at the altar of ChatGPT? It has been born out of a 99.99999% non-vegan, unethical backdrop. And its MO is to make things easier. Do the math, use your intelligence. It's gonna make herding animals easier. It's gonna make capitalism easier. Let's do some math, simple math. Hi there. Anyway, if you're just getting here, thanks for being here. Like and subscribe to the channel. See, we got a few of you in here today. That's beautiful. If you're not vegan, that's okay. You can be here too. And also, if you're not vegan, just keep in mind there's an objection that's going to surface and you're not going to say it. The objection is you think that us as vegan activists are trying to take away your freedom. Please take a step back from that and look a little bit above the horizon. Take a look at the control narratives that have told you and your parents and their parents that eating meat is normal, it's necessary, it's nice, and you have to do it for your health. Because that's what we're against out here. We're just trying to be a beacon of light and show people that they can be healthy without the animals. Hi, guys. How's it going, guys? Guys, want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Put you on the spot? Have a good one, guys. Anyway, what about your cats and dogs and the animals in our household? I mean, that's kind of something peripheral, not really why we're out here right now. We're out here to, in spirit of abolishing the direct vote for the direct animal exploitation. That is our goal. And I have to use direct. I have to use that word a lot. Get it through people's heads. Crop deaths, plants have feelings, all that stuff, just shores up the vegan argument. It makes it even stronger. Hi there. You want to try a few questions for YouTube? Oh, okay. It's just in spirit of the animals, their outlook, that's all. Have a good day. Says she's a farmer. She can't do it. Well, we would challenge you to think from the animal's outlook. We're just making judgments for them. We're deciding for them their own bodily autonomy. We are levering our might is right. We aren't considering their intrinsic value. That's the problem with farming. Making decisions for them. Hi there, how are you?
Hello.
How's it going? But yeah, we've been out here for about 41 minutes today. We'll see how long we can go. Ross says, get a life. Thanks for being here, Ross. Hi, guys. Let's go vegan 2025, guys. Nothing nutritionally we need from a non-vegan diet. Good one. Let's see. People should farm and hunt their own foods. Absolutely not. You're telling people to take away others' time horizons. You're telling people to take away their bodily autonomy for what? For what? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hunting is one of the worst acts that you can do onto another being. I mean, it's no better than factory farming. You're taking the life, like a big bully, exacting your might is right. You're taking the life of a youngling. You're taking all their intrinsic value, and you're making a judgment for their bodily autonomy. You're saying, your body, my choice, you belong to me. And to make it even worse, I'm gonna eat you afterwards. Just think about that on a macro level. Above the horizon, once again, guys. Just look above the horizon. It's gonna be my new sentiment. I thought that last one went pretty good, though, with how we started that one off. I kind of took a page out of Chip's book there. We said, I'm an animal rights activist. Do you think animals deserve rights? And we kind of started like that. I kind of like the feel of that. So, Chip, if you're watching, I might borrow that some more. I think that is a great way to start. Here we go. If we don't have predators, our population cap is held through starvation. More deflection and disingenuous arguments. Okay, if you're standing there with a sign for anything, it should be a sign you just step away. No pen intended. I don't get what that means, buddy. What about milk? So Bob says, what about milk? So I don't know if you're familiar how the dairy industry works. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try some questions for YouTube? Debate a vegan. What's going on, guys? How about you guys? Want to test your values real quick? Up to you.
No, I already am.
Oh, you are? Let's go.
Yeah.
We're not going to be quiet anymore, right? We got to tell the world. Awesome. Very good. Hi, guys. Whew. I'm sorry for my energy levels today, guys. I'm just not, I don't know what it is. My vitality, maybe I should have got more rest last night, but I guess I feel it. I hope you can't. It's not too palpable with you guys, but hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test your values a little bit? All right, have a good day. It's all good. It's all it is, testing values. Testing values, testing morals, you name it. That's all it is. It's so simple. And the funny thing is, most people agree about the vegan stance. This is an initiative to imbue them with sound information that would help them to look above the horizon, like all of us vegans needed help with before we were vegan. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values a little bit? All right. Good day, guys. And also, if anyone's interested, any other people, I wanted to say this today, any vegans in the chat that are interested in doing this kind of activism and coming out here and speaking up for the animals, my email is now in my channel description. So email me for any questions you have in setting up a pop-up like this, questions regarding like kind of the experience curve, questions regarding anything really. I'll help you out. We'll troubleshoot it. And I really want this summer to be our summer of outreach. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Anybody want to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. How you doing, guys? Let's go vegan 2025. It's about time. I want this to be the summer of outreach, where we all get out there and in any way that we can, chalktivism, stickers, outreach like this, cubes, and hopefully we can really sink in and really steep with this 2025 and make it a year of activism. Summertime's great. Everyone's outside. Hi, guys. You guys want to be on YouTube Live? Try a few questions? All right, have a good day. Yeah, so
I think you have what it takes.
it's not okay to torture any living creature. Absolutely on point, James. Well said. Well said. So animals are sentient, which hails from the emerging property of a central nervous system and a brain. Hi guys. Try a few questions for YouTube. Just test your values. All good on that? All right. Have a good day. Trying to bait in the alphas a little bit today. It's not. Hi there, how are you? It's not macho to eat a young baby animal, guys. It's just not macho. It is a very small act, and you might not even know you're doing it, but you're taking the life of somebody weaker than you, somebody smaller than you, and you're saying, I'm going to beat you up and take your life. And then to make it even worse, I'm going to eat you. So, and effectively what you're saying. Hi, guys. But yeah, we need nothing nutritionally from an animal, zero. So it leaves us with these stark implications that we're just going around being bullies. I mean, with great power comes great responsibility, right? When did this go out the window with mankind? It was robbed from us a long time ago by animal agriculture. A lot of ducks here today. Hey, duckies. The ducks are helping me out. Anyway, you guys can be as mad as you want with all your butthurt comments, non-vegans. You know, I really don't care. None of us really care. But keep in mind that just think about what you are defending. You're defending a very unethical thing. You're defending bullying, you're defending violence, and you are defending the exploitation of one's bodily autonomy. So that's what you're defending with your vehement opposition. There's nothing macho, manly about that. It's a very small thing. But I also want to tell you that I understand that you are not lamenting a certain objection, and we know what that objection is. You guys think we're trying to take something away from you, take your freedom, something like that. But just keep in mind that's the exact opposite of what we're trying to do. We're trying to amplify your freedoms. You know, when you're stealing purposes and sovereignty of others, you are exacting a boomerang effect of which comes back and steals your purpose and your sovereignty. And that is materialized in a myriad of ways, from the cubicles we work in, the heart disease, diabetes, and cancer we have, the political, monetary control we have over those that people with more wealth and power have over us. So it's the exact opposite of that. Plus, once you go vegan and you align your actions with your values, there's a whole new utopia of food available too. I mean, you'll see all kinds of new things that you'll explore, that you can season, you can sauce, you can texture. You don't need a dead being. You just don't. Full stop. Nothing nutritionally. You need zero nutritionally from a non-vegan diet. Absolutely zero. And if you hear otherwise, they are lying to you. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test your values a little bit. All right, have a good day. But if you're just getting here, thanks for being here. Like and subscribe. You know, these are good conversations to have. They're healthy conversations to have simply because they are blocked from happening. And social media lets us have them. So thanks for everybody in the chat. Whether or not you're trolling or not, you're helping us out because we're trying to gain traction and kind of a robustness of which to spread more information. So please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know you're here and you got questions, if you're vegan curious, definitely subscribe. If you're vegan, subscribe so we can strengthen our channels of information and have more people understand that it's about unity. It's not about being against anybody. It's about being against the argument. That's it. Simple. Hi, guys. Let's see. Anybody want to try questions for YouTube live? All right. I'm getting shot down and rejected today, guys. We've had one conversation. which was very healthy, I think. He says, get a hobby. That's just what capitalism wants you to say, dude. Get a hobby. And effectively speaking, all I'm doing is standing out here on my own time, speaking up for the little ones that don't have a voice, speaking up for humans. And if you're a plant rights activist, I'm also speaking up for plants as well. If you're one of those people that is a proponent of the Plant Lives Matter, veganism is the way. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test your values a little bit? Have a good day, guys. Anyway. Stupid, silly woman. So let me guess, Vamp. You think it's macho to hurt a little animal that can't stick up for himself? That's a macho thing? What's up, buddy? How you doing? I would call that the act of a coward. That's what I would call that. You're voting for a certain system to exact. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube?
That's okay. Thank you, though.
All right, just testing values today. Really simple. Have a good day. That's all it is, guys. Just testing values. Thanks for joining us. If you're just getting here, there's a few of you in here. Okay. Good to see everybody. Hi there. Try a few questions for YouTube Live. Okay. How's it going, guys? Let's go vegan 2025. No need for the violence, right? Because that's all it is. Non-veganism is violence, and it's exacting violence. It's paying for violence. It is seeing a being as an object. Hi there, how are you? Instead of a being with awareness. How you doing? Oh, it's actually, I guess I'm asking the questions, but you can definitely ask the questions too. Yeah. But I mean, if you want, you'd be on my YouTube Live, or you can do it off camera, whatever you want to do. I just ask people well, first of all, today I'm kind of telling people that I'm an animal rights activist. And then I ask them if you think, or the person thinks, that animals deserve rights.
The hardest part, I'm pretty sure everything you say, I'm gonna agree with you.
Yeah.
I love animals. I think they deserve a right. But then when it comes down to, so they would just stop eating meat. I know
Yeah.
I shouldn't be eating meat. It's
Yeah.
not like you don't need to convince me.
Yeah.
But knowing what you should not do versus what you actually not to do it.
Yeah.
That's where the more of the
Yeah, and I think what you just framed there was cognitive dissonance. Like, we're so detached from it on a just distance basis, mentally and physically, that what you just framed right there is exactly that, I think. But like, if we saw, or say if you saw the actual happening unfold, and like, a little cow, they can live to 25 years old, but we normally take their lives around 6, and they hang them upside down, and they take a knife, they just cut their whole throat wide open. Like, if you saw that.
So you think the solution is that by ingraining those painful animal suffering memory or story, that's
Yeah.
enough to stop us.
Yeah, our hearts, our intuition,
from
the momentum.
eating.
Well, I would say the momentum, because there's about 400 generations of momentum behind animal agriculture, where they initially lied to us and said that we need animals to be healthy, which was a lie.
Suggestion.
Yeah,
If we, instead of saying that we struggle ourselves, fighting our instinct,
yeah,
what if we actually focus on having technology resolving that, so we don't have to kill animals while we also don't need to suffering our own, preference. If we
Yeah.
can actually have artificial meat, what is you guys saying
Yeah.
in terms of artificial meat?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
artificial meat. Yeah, I mean, it's an uptick for the animal for sure, because you're voting for a system that is more benevolent than the complete malevolence of animal agriculture. And using technology, I guess, I think that would.
Win-win.
I
Three people win.
I think that would be something for down the line once we pull the root out first, because the root's always going to be there, even if we're converging, we're getting better at technology.
If you really want to save the animal, I think actually a less resistant route is actually using technology, so then people do not have to take too much sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's easier for people to do that than stop eating what they
Yeah.
actually want.
I think the problem with technology right now is AI is servicing really only itself and capitalism. It's not serving the people. Because what AI does is going to take the LLMs, the large language models, the whole spirit of them is to make things easier.
We're talking about
In technology in
technology
general,
building,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
artificial means.
Well, yeah, honestly, I would support that for sure. I would say the best thing you can do for your health is whole food, plant-based. But if you got to have that taste of meat, then maybe that's the best way to go. But I would make that,
I agree with that approach. Is that I will definitely do as much as I can.
yeah,
And
yeah,
when at the time the craving comes in, then if there's an artificial meat, I will go for that.
yeah,
So I think that is probably the easier way to
Yeah.
guiding the whole society into like not torturing
yeah.
animals.
Well, all we're trying to do is have these wonderful conversations like this where we can talk, as friends and kind of dissemble the argument together. Because we all agree that it's wrong. We all agree that, taking somebody's life is inherently wrong. It's just that we've been taught to do these actions, and there's 400 generations of momentum behind these actions. So these conversations are just spirited to maybe tilt buying dynamics to kind of shore up people's actions with their values. Because if the why is strong enough, you won't worry that much about the taste. It's about the why, right?
I think
Right.
most people will agree, right? We all have cats and dogs at home.
Yeah,
and
right.
They're just the same. in
Right,
that
and we
whole
look at the
world.
cats, we look at the dogs, and we
That's
see,
why I don't think you need to convince too many people. I would think most people will agree with your
Yeah.
moral stand. But it's that in practical terms, how do we actually carry that into action?
yeah,
But
yeah,
it doesn't have to be that binary. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Might have some other nuance.
Yeah.
It's not just one or two. There might be other
Yeah.
nuances that actually could do both.
I would say from the animal outlook is pretty binary because the animal outlook is. I know he's leaving. He's leaving. All right. Hey, if you get a chance, Vegan Sign Guy is the name of my channel. Look at my channel. I don't have cards on me today. I usually do, but my channel has conversations like this, some heated, some not heated, some wonderful conversations, some not so good conversations. But just starting this conversation in general, I think is kind of the new.
I applaud your effort.
Oh,
It's
well,
really great.
Thanks for stopping. I appreciate your energy
I
too.
wish I can be a true vegan. I have some friends.
You already are at heart, but that's the thing. You already are at heart. You're there. You're already there.
Well, good luck.
Have a great day. You guys take care. Hopefully you find them. I don't even see them. You'll find them. You'll find them. All right. She was nice, but she told me right off the get-go that she agrees with the whole idea that we should not be killing animals for our taste buds or arbitrary nutrition. But what happens is we don't think about where the animal comes from. We don't think about the violence that's exacted. We don't think about the sexual exploitation. We just follow orders because that's what we've been doing for 400 generations. So she was really sweet. She actually kind of conceded everything right off the bat, but the challenge is to have that why strong enough. That's the challenge. And it's not a challenge. It's actually very easy. You just fall into it once conviction dawns. Hi guys. You guys want to try? A few quick questions. YouTube Live. Hi there. Oh, I see a few guys across the street that I outreached probably 4 or 5 months ago. See if they see me. What's going on, buddy? How are you? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test out your values a little bit. All right, have a great day. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing here, guys. We're just talking to the public, asking them why they're not vegan yet, if their hearts are vegan, because almost all of our hearts are vegan. Our actions do not align with our values. That's as simple as it is. And we can outreach and talk to others, just like somebody interfaced us before we became vegan. What's up, buddy? You want to try a few questions? Because for 30 years I wasn't vegan, and I was going around following orders too, doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. Just eat your meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. It's normal, it's necessary, it's nice. And then I was interfaced by Gary Yourofsky's best speech ever. Went home that day, ridiculed him. I was violently opposed. And then I watched it like a week later, and boom, conviction dawned. When conviction dawns, there's no going back. And if you're spiritual, if you're religious, veganism is it's the golden rule. It shores up all different secular beliefs and political beliefs. It encompasses everything with the golden rule. I've been watching some different videos on non-duality recently, and it's funny because a lot of non-dualists, they get something wrong. Um, they don't consider animals part of the collective. They don't consider animals part of our awareness. They don't consider our apparent physical actions to be of any material consequence, effect, or anything. And it completely absolves them from acting in apparent moral ways. With the same logic, I could go kill a human, and that's fine. But spirituality in general, underneath all spiritual schools of thought, should be the golden rule, exacted as far and as best as practicable and possible. And guys, it's the bare minimum to yield our animal brothers and sisters with awareness their own bodily autonomy. Hi guys. That's the bare minimum. You don't need anything nutritionally from them. So it's a full stop now, and it's an inflection point now. And it's time to shore up our actions and our values and our real spirituality. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. I'm gonna go a few more minutes. I don't think there's gonna be too many conversations. More conversations. We'll go for an hour. I appreciate you guys being here. Like and subscribe. Next week, my energy levels will be that much higher. I'm gonna get a big coffee. Hi, guys. How's it going, dude? What's going on, buddy? You want to try a few questions for YouTube? All right, just testing values today. Have a good day. Anyway, yeah, no reason to eat animals, guys. No reason to eat their secretions. It's not macho. It's not manly. It's very, very the antithesis of. Don't listen to all the material science that propagates that you need certain things from a non-vegan diet. You do not. It's all trash. I'm not using bull anymore because I realized I've been doing that without even realizing it. That's disrespecting a bull. So I'm just going to call that trash. Yeah, I might be able to get out here tomorrow or the next day. We'll see what happens. Sunday, I think I'll be able to get out here. I want to mix up my locations a little bit. What's going on, dude? Want to try a few questions for YouTube Live?
Sorry, I'm doing a
Right. I got you. Time horizon. You too. Wish I could see the comments. The glare is so crazy now. I can't even see the comments, guys. Someone said buffalo wing. Okay, well, I caught that. That's awesome, dude. Just think about the poor little one on the other end of your choice, dude. That's all you got to think about. We're definitely not shaming people. If that's what I thought I saw, we're out here dissembling and de-architecting the argument together. This is not about that. This is about destroying the argument and showing people that they have been lied to for 400 generations. This is in the spirit of unity, friendship, and love. That's all this is. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test your values? Big no on that one? All right. I'm gonna be a little snarky here when I get that little brush off. It's all in spirit of having a healthy conversation. What's up, dude? How are you? What's going on? Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube?
No.
All right,
but
have a
we
good one.
appreciate that.
All right,
We can go vegan.
let's go. Have a good day. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Just test your values a little bit? All right. Everyone's all good today. No one wants to chat. That's okay. I'm going to get ready to wrap up, guys. I think we're coming into about an hour here. Yeah, everybody in the chat, look up some things. I want you to look up Gary Yourofsky's best speech ever. Look up the movie Dominion. Look up the movie Game Changers if you're worried about losing your physicality. And just listen to your heart. Don't listen to anything you read online. Don't listen to ChatGPT. Listen to your own intuition. We're all born as vegan. When we're babies, we're pure awareness. We are vegan reflexively. We're just wounded by these physical apparent control narratives that have trickled down since the beginning of herding culture, and told us that we should eat meat to be healthy, and decepted us. When we're in this apparent, human life, now I'm talking like a non-dualist, but when we're in this human life, it is our responsibility to keep our wits about us. Sometimes that's just as bad, not keeping your wits about you, as being the actual deceiver. Anyway, thanks for being here. Like and subscribe. Go vegan. Get active, everybody. Summer of outreach. I'll see you guys in the next vid, and I love you all. Have a great day, guys.